Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing great from wherever you are. Thank you for joining this live stream. Thank you for participating. We'll be looking at healthy relationship tips. I hope you're doing well from wherever we are. We're looking at how to have a healthy relationship. Thank you, everyone, for joining. If you're participating, please do leave a comment so that we can know that you are here and give you a shout out. You also have someone joining us on Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. We're looking at healthy relationship tips, how to have a healthy relationship. If you're joining us, please do indicate so that we will know that you are here with us. We can give you a shout out. Okay, in relationship, we have a lot of things that we expect. But I recommend that as an individual, you must first prepare yourself, make yourself the best of what you want in the relationship. How do you want your relationship to be? You start by preparing yourself. Build yourself up. If you were in a toxic relationship formerly and now you are out, you must grow, heal from that toxic relationship. When you are totally healed, develop yourself, improve yourself, learn new things to avoid what happened formerly from repeating itself. After doing this, the next thing to do is to set boundaries. To set boundaries. so that what happened formerly in the relationship doesn't repeat itself. This is the reason why relationships that started beautifully well end up crumbling. If you're here, thank you for joining this live stream. I really appreciate. Please do well to leave a comment so I can give you a shout out. We're looking at how to have a healthy, beautiful, long-lasting relationship. Okay, and if you're new here, you've not connected to my channel, please do well to connect. After the stream, I'll still connect back to you. And if you're also here, you have someone who is not connected to, you can still connect back to this person so that while we are learning something new, we are still making new friends and growing our channels. So how do we know that we have healed from a toxic relationship? We accept what happened. We do not have passion blend. We grow ourselves. Do not be in the position that the person that broke up with you left you. So when the person sees you, the person will be like, thank God this happened. Thank God we are no longer together. You must develop yourself, ensure that you heal, and that you move on from where you are. Okay, while you have healed, do well to set boundaries. What happened formerly? How did it happen? What brought it? So do set boundaries so that it doesn't reoccur again. Excuse me. And when you finally find a new relationship, be bold enough and respectfully communicate these boundaries to the new person you're in a relationship with. So I not keep experiencing the old thing again. Yeah. Okay. These are the steps that you have. And then to make relationship healthy, there are a lot of things that are involved. We have said that love is not all that there is. If you think that love is all that you need to make a relationship work beautiful, then you must make a mistake. There are other things that are involved. You have trust. There should be accountability. There should be honesty, integrity, cooperation. There should be safety. You respect each other's ideas, motives, support each other, always be there for each other, understand the choices that you make, value your opinions, listen non-judgmentally, a lot of things. Be encouraging, be understanding. So when we talk about relationship, it's not only I love you, I love this, I need money, financially, is he financially buoyant? Is she financially buoyant? There are a lot of things that are involved. Okay, so the first thing that we will be looking at a lot of things are involved. Like I said, love is not all there is. You also need respect. This respect should be mutual. You also need mutual respect. Okay? It should not be one-sided. You respect your partner respects you. Disrespect covers a lot of things in the choices that you make, your motive, your idea. That's why I started by saying you must be able to communicate your ideas. If you have boundaries, if you had a formal relationship, you had experiences that do not want it to your core, you must be bold enough to state these things down. You also need mutual support. You also need mutual support. Support each other's choices. You should discuss from the onset what this person wants, what this person likes, what doesn't go with this person, what goes with this person. Support each other's choices. You also need to support each other's being understanding. You need to also be understanding. Let conversation cover all of these things. You also need to offer encouragement. Sometimes relationships get to the level where we do not expect that they get to. We're talking about relationship, serious relationship. We're talking about mere casual. We're talking about relationship like courtship that leads to marriages, married couples, what they experience, how to help out, how to overcome those challenges, and have a healthy relationship. So you must encourage this person. You must give the person mutual support. Okay. You must also offer encouragement and be understanding when things go to, when things leave the position where it is, when things change from the way it used to be to another thing, you need to be understanding. You must be encouraging. Not be the one discouraging this partner. Not be the one checking out. Some people have left their marriages, left the relationship because things turned out the other way. We're thinking that things will always be rosy. Life has its challenges. You must be the one that will stand beside and with your partner even when things go tough. This shows that you are matured enough to protect this relationship. You must also be able to listen non-judgmentally. Excuse me. You must also be able to listen non-judgmentally. We're looking at things that are needed in relationship because we have said that love is not all that there is. Money, financially buoyant is not all that there is. There are a lot of things that are needed. So you need mutual support, you need to be understanding, listen non-judgmentally, support this person, you need to be understanding, respect the different choices that you have, because we all, as human beings, we are unique. We have special qualities that make us special. So when these times come that we begin to display these things, we must understand ourselves and support ourselves, even as we have discussed this earlier from the onset of the relationship. The next is you must value your opinions. Looking at things that are involved in relationship. If you're in a relationship, what should you do? If you're here, grab a coffee, grab a drink, get a snack, bring your pen and paper, write these things down so that when things go out from the normal, when things stop being the way you think they should be, you can go back to these things, read these things, and then fall back to these things to help you move on. Value each other's opinion. You also need to trust this person. You need mutual trust. What are you trusting? You need to trust by accepting each other's word. And trust starts by building integrity. You must be honest. If you are not honest, if you do not communicate openly and truthfully, trust cannot come in. Trust cannot be built. You must be able to communicate openly. You must be able to communicate truthfully. What happened? What is expected to happen? How is it expected to happen? Yes, my baby is in the background. She's having her good time watching her cartoons. So this is why the environment is a little bit noisy. So we're looking at being honest. Honesty means communicating openly and truthfully. When you communicate in relationship openly and truthfully, then you can begin to talk about trust. If you are hiding something, say secret, I have a secret, I cannot share the secret with anybody, it doesn't matter who the person is. The day will come when it will come out in the open. And then the person will begin to think that there are other things that you're still keeping, that you're still hiding. But when you start from the onset, communicate these things, let the person understand. Maybe it could be your past experiences, let the person understand, and then you can be able to, from these experiences, set boundaries that doesn't reoccur again, and leave you feeling the same way you felt in the past. Then you can begin to talk about trust. After you must have communicated this words, expresses openly and truthfully, then the person can begin to accept your word. This is when trust comes in. The person accepts your word, the person gives you benefit of doubt, even when things try to shift from the way they are. You must also be accountable. You're looking at things that are needed in relationship. Relationship is not all about I love you, I want to be with you forever. You have the resources that you need. You cannot be broke. You need other things. So looking at things that you also need apart from love, apart from financial buoyancy, you also need accountability. We say that you need honesty to build trust. Okay, you need to be accountable. Admit mistakes because they will happen. Mistakes will always happen. But when they happen, try to admit them. You must admit those mistakes when they happen. Accept responsibilities. These are things that you do to display maturity, to show that you are really interested, that you're in for this. You must also display maturity. Okay? Accept responsibilities. Okay? For behaviors and mistakes. If there are times that you've made mistakes, there are times that you've behaved out of the way you should, you must be able to accept those responsibilities. The next thing to do is that you accept responsibility for your attitudes and values. Must accept responsibilities. If you're here, to indicate that you're here, we also can give you a shout out and recognize your presence and know that you are with us. We're looking at how to have a healthy, long-lasting, and beautiful relationship. Excuse me. You also need cooperation. Play. There are things that you need in a relationship apart from love. You also need cooperation. When do you need to cooperate? You ask, not only accept it. By cooperation, we mean you asking, accepting change. You don't only expect. Okay? You don't only expect, you also need to ask. You also accept changes when things come, or the way things used to be formerly is not the way it is now. You also need to accept this change. Okay? You also need to accept making decisions together. You also need to accept making decisions together. When things come up, you need to sit together as adults, put your heads together, admit that there's a challenge at hand, provide ideas that will help you both as mature adults solve this challenge in this relationship. Do not back out when there's challenges in your relationship. You must be there to give your support. This is when it is needed. If you're joining us, please do well to leave a thumbs up, a shout out, so I can give you. Do well to leave a comment. Sorry, so I can give you a shout out. We're looking at how to have a healthy relationship. You should also accept to be willing to compromise. You should also accept to be willing to compromise. What else should you accept? Accept win-win resolution to conflict. When there's a challenge, you should accept a win-win solution to resolve this conflict. Accept You also need support in relationship. What do you support? Support each other's choices. You support by being understanding. You also support by offering encouragement. You're looking at what to do in relationship, how to have a healthy relationship. You also need by being understanding. You need to also support by being encouraging. Encourage your partner. You also support by listening non-judgmentally and valuing your partner's opinion. You also need safety in relationship. What do you need safety for? You need safety. Safety comes when you refuse to intimidate your partner. Safety also comes when you refuse to manipulate your partner. These are the things that are involved in relationship. No one should feel intimidated. No one should feel manipulated. Everything that comes up when there's a conflict, there should be a middle ground where you both find a win-win solution to the problem at hand. If it gets the point to where you intimidate each other, then you need to make a change. You also need safety to express non-violently. You have a challenge, express your ideas non-violently. You also need to set boundaries, and you need people to be there for you when it matters. When it matters, when you need love, when you need comfort, you need people to be there for you and with you to help you go through these challenging times. You also need space to grow and acceptance when you need it. You need space to grow. At times we want to develop ourselves more. This is a time where we're talking about space. You need that space to grow. You also need people to show love to you in a way that you will understand. Most times people are concerned, they want to help, but the point is that the way they're doing these things, you don't understand them. So if we all have a way of displaying love, displaying concern, so these are the times where you must be able to understand that this person is showing concern and wants to help out. Now, no matter that there will always be issues in relationship. When these issues come up, what do you do? What do you do when these issues come up? You hold your tongue when you feel like spitting fire, when you feel like all hope is gone, when you feel like talking about it the harsh way will solve the solution. You should be able to hold your tongue, put yourself together, give yourself time. If you can, do well to build the environment so that you can give yourself time to think these things over and over again and avoid making mistakes. Recognize that relationships have challenges. You must be able to recognize that relationships have their own challenges. There's always a challenge in every relationship. Talk about it calmly with your partner when you can. Okay? Say sorry if you think it is necessary, by you accepting your responsibility for your attitude, for the character you displayed. You did it wrongly. Create a life that will fulfill your dreams together. Be honest about your desire with each other from the onset. This is what we have concerning you, building a beautiful, healthy relationship. Hope you learned something from today's class. Do well to go through this video over again if you're just joining us to learn more from this. Thank you. If you want to know more relationship that I have from videos in the channel, go there and learn more. If you don't subscribe to the channel, do well to touch the red subscribe button down. You make this video a full version, subscribe so you'll be notified anytime I have new video. And also do well to join our live streams anytime we go live so you can learn something new and make difference. Until my next live video, I'll see you then. Take good care of yourself and stay safe. Bye.